Hello, I have a treat for you today, a special treat. It is a puzzle called Cloud 9. It's by Jaze. So Jaze is one of my setters for the Sudoku Adventure series. You probably are familiar with him from that. Jaze is also the inventor of the popular zipper line technique. So very neat. Jaze reached out to me and said that he had this puzzle that he would like me to debut for him, and I agreed to that because Jace has done a lot for me in Sudoku Adventure, so why not return the favor? So let's go over the rules to this puzzle. I'm told it's a little bit on the harder side, which is why it wasn't appropriate for adventure. But maybe you all will enjoy a more difficult 6x6. Okay, so let's go over the rules. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We're also dividing the grid into clumps. A clump is just some orthogonally set of connected cells. Like this would be a clump, right? Think about like a killer cage, right? The digits in a clump will sum to 9. So if I have a clump like this, I could do 1, 2, 6, and that would sum to 9. That's one option. Could also do like 2, 3, 4, right? It just has to sum to 9. Digits can't repeat in a clump. So if I wanted to do, say, I don't know, 2, oh, gray, 2, 2, 5, right? That would sum to 9, but I've repeated the 2, and that's not allowed. Cells with arrows point at other cells that are in the same clump. So these two are in the same clump, these two are in the same clump, etc. Digits on gray cells are odd. So the digits in these cells are odd digits. They're 1, 3, or 5. The white circles indicate the number of cells in that clump. So if this was a 2, then the clump would be 2 in size, right? And then all white circles are given, meaning if we have a clump of size 2, then we can't put a 2 in there, right? If this was my final clump and I put a 2 in there, that's against the rules because there should have been a white circle, and there's not. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So I want to think about our clump sizes. We can't repeat digits in clumps, and they have to sum to 9. Now our digits are 1 to 6, so we're definitely not doing a one size clump, right? One size clump would only ever sum to 6. Now a 2 size clump we could do 6, 3, or we could do 4, 5. Or a 3 cell clump we could do, but 4 is too big. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, because we can't repeat digits, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10 already. So all of our white circles which tell us clump size are going to be 2 or 3. Because we could do a 2 size clump or a 3 size clump. There's something else there though, because if I put a 2 in a white circle, that's telling us that that's a clump of size 2. Like, for example, a 2 here would force this because of the arrow. But we'd then have to put a 7 with it. So actually, the white circles are only 3s. Because if they're 2s, we can't do a clump size 2 and still add to 7 because they include the 2. So all of these are 3s, and they're part of 3 cells. Now I can color some of this. This blue. Let's just use different colors for all of them. I'm not 100% sure. Oh no, these two are part of the same. Yeah, let's make that orange. They're both not done, but it can't extend down. In fact, let's use the pen tool here. I'm gonna draw borders. I want to avoid black borders though, because we already have a bunch of black borders for our boxes. For our boxes. What's gonna stand out? Maybe purple. So we can't. We definitely have a border here, and we definitely have a border here, because and we have a border here because if we start including this guy, which I can actually color green, right? If we start including green clump in these, then suddenly we're 4 in size. Okay, this is interesting. What would happen if I actually took this one? Well, no. So yeah, it's obvious I can't actually. I had a much more interesting point, but we can still use it for something else. We can't do this because we've taken both of these. Same thing here. These are both part of the same. So we can't do that either. So we're extending here or here. But what I'm saying is that this corner here needs to be in a clump because we have to put every cell into a clump. So if I make that yellow, if it grows right or if it grows down, no matter what, it takes these. So that ends up just like so. This blue here ends up like that. Do anything about this green or this orange? So I need to be careful about threes, right? The threes are going to end up in two clumps that aren't in white circles. So do we actually know where, we know where some threes are. There's a 3 here. So this 3 is going to end up in a 2 clump. So it can't join this green. It's going to, I don't know where it's going to grow, but it's its own clump. Let's give it a color, red. And then I probably have the other 3s. Yeah, I have this 3. And this 3 is also part of it. We get a doot in the corner, of course. But this 3 is also part of a 2 clump. I'm going to use red for the known 2 clumps. How about that? I don't know. We'll see if that works out. But these are, I don't know if it grows down or right, but it'll grow one of those ways and then stop. Because otherwise it would need to be in a white circle. Oh, I can put 1, 3, 5 here. And they can't be 3s, obviously. We have all our 3s. I'm not sure that does much. These 2 are in the same. Okay, so we know this one's 2 in size. So it can't grow into here because it would take these 2. And this one can't grow right either because it would take those 2. This 3 could certainly grow down. It could also certainly grow up and it would be fulfilled. This corner here, we're going to take these 2. And they're not part of any known clump. And they're not going to be part of this because that would be way too big. So this is, let's just reuse orange. Now this cell's either part of the red or the green. So this is red or green. I don't know if orange grows or not. We have to be careful about where 2s go as well. 2s can only go in 3 clumps. We want to think about, let's think about these 3 clumps and how we're summoning the 9. I think that might be a good idea. So if we use a 1, so we need to get to 6, right? Besides the 3, we need to get to 6. So we could do 1, 5 or 2, 4. Basically not 6. In fact, where are 6s going? 6s are only going in 6, 3, 2 clumps. Yeah, a 6 in general. No, we could do 1, 2, 6 in a 3 clump. But we're not putting a 6. This is 1, 2, 4, 5, right? And then yeah. So anyway, we might be putting a 6 in this one. 1, 2, 6. Because I'm thinking 6s either go in a 2 clump with a 3 that can only go here or here, or they would go in a 3 clump that doesn't have a white circle, and it would be 1, 2, 6. That's kind of my thought. One of these is a 6. Doesn't seem to help yet. All right, what am I missing here? These 2. Let's give a color to this one. Let's give it blue. We need to grab 3 for this guy. So where's it gonna get 3 from? I want to think about this guy, right? If this green came down, this red would come down, and then the orange would be stuck at 2. Otherwise, this red could. So if this red either goes down or left. If this red goes, let's do it this way. If this red goes down like this, then this cell is going to be orange or green. But I'm not sure if I care. What's important is if red goes down, this cell's not available anymore. If red goes left, we don't know if green is 3 in size or not, actually. Why did I say green needed to grow? I think that might be a mistake to think. Well, I guess this cell could be orange, huh? Okay, I think I mislabeled that. This cell could take orange or red or green. For some reason, I was thinking green needed to grow, or I'm not sure what my thought was, but it was wrong. So let's undo that. These are a color. Let's make these a color as well, purple. This is all we've got. There's going to be some piece of logic here that I'm going to have to pull out. Does it have to do with where 6s need to go? Hmm. I'm not sure what question to ask here. I'm kind of... See, this could be 1, 2, 6. Okay, it doesn't have a 3. It doesn't have a 3 in it. So maybe that's the point. I think without a 3, the only 9 sum that works is 1, 2, 6. Because yeah, we got 1, 2, 6. We got 2, 3, 4. Or we've got 1, 3, 5. So this is 1, 2, 6. Are there any other... That's the only like finished clump I know of other than this one. So this is either a 1, 5 or a 2, 4. So we kind of have a virtual 1, 2 pair between these. So one consequence of that is this can't be 1, 2, or 3. So this is from 4, 5, 6. But another consequence is that this cell can't be a 6. Because if this cell was a 6, this would be a 1, 2 pair, and this would be a 4, 5 pair, and that's no good, right? Basically, my virtual 1, 2 pair is telling us that the 1, 2 in here actually ends up here. So this is only 1 or 2. And the 6, so that means the 6 ends up here, and this is not a 6. Okay. We have this virtual 4, 5 as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Basically, where would the other 4, 5 go in this column is another way to put that. So 4, 5, so if this was a 2 cell clump, this would be the other 4, 5. Interesting. Yeah, so we can use this 3 here, right? We don't get to put a 3 into this orange, right? So if the orange grew, no matter where it grows, all the cells will be in the same box as this 3. Or put it another way, we know where all 3s are. It's not going to get one of them. So, and it wouldn't be allowed to have one anyway, right? A 3 cell clump has to be 1, 2, 6, and this has a 4, 5 in it. That's probably the easiest way to put it. I'd already proven 3 cell clumps are 1, 2, 6 only. This has a 4 or 5 in it. So it is a 2 cell clump that's 4, 5, and it's finished. Nice. That's helpful. Let me draw this border as well. That'll be nicer looking, maybe. Cool. Okay, so I need a 6 in this column. If this was a 6, it would have to be 6 with a 1, 2 pair here. And would that work? It might. I don't think it does. Okay, so let's think about these cells, because there's 1, 2, 3, 6 here. This is a 4, 5 pair. So these are from 1, 2, 6. And I think this proves, I mean, you can kind of just see this being green, but I don't know if that's not really a proof. I'm wondering if it does force green to be 3 in size, though. Okay, let's go one step at a time. If there was a 1 in here, it can't be 2 in size because we can't do 1, 8, right? If there's a 2 in here, there's 2 reasons it can't be 2 in size, because it can't be 2, 7, and also we can't put a 2 in a 2-sized green. Now, if there was a 6 in here, and the only way it would be 2-sized is if this was a 3. So yeah, all cases of 1, 2, 6 force this to be 3 in size. Now, I don't think I can prove it's a 1, 2, 6 if it's 3 in size, because I could just pull out the... Well, if it had the 6, it would be. If I pull out the 1, well, it wouldn't be able to be 1, 3, 5. Or 2, 3. No, it doesn't have a 3 in it. Okay, that's the point, right? I keep having to redo that same point over and over again. Maybe I'll eventually remember it. This green we just proved has to be 3 in size, and it also doesn't have a 3 in it because it can't grab a 3 from anywhere. Remember, it can't grab this 3 because then this 3 would be in a clump of size 3, and that would break the negative constraint on white circles. So this green does grow, and it grows to be a 1, 2, 6 green. So it's either grabbing this one or this one as a 1, 2, 6. And now I don't know if I can... I mean, okay, so this can't be 4, 5 because we have this 4, 5 pair. So this is also from 1, 2, 6. So it could really grab either of these. But this is not. This is now not from 1, 2. It's from 4, 5. Okay, yeah, and then this box needs another 4, 5 in it. Yeah, we have this 1, 2, 6 triple, right? So this is a 4, 5 pair now. So this 3, we know this is 3 in size. Or this is going to help. Orange needs to get a 1, 2 from somewhere, and there's only one cell it can get a 1, 2 from. So it gets it from that one. So that is finished, and now green needs another 1, 2, 6. Luckily we have one. Nice. And now red needs to grow down. It's got to be a 6 so that it adds to the proper amount of 9. That's finished. That does place the 6 here. Bear with me while I deal with the controls. All right. That's looking pretty good. Okay. We got a bunch of clumps. I mean, I think, can we prove? I don't think, I'm trying to figure out if we can just prove that this 4, 5 is a clump on its own, but I don't think we need to at the moment. I'm kind of thinking maybe purple, well, if purple grew this way, yeah, it doesn't work. So I don't think purple can grow into here, right? If purple grew into here, then it would have to be a 1, 2, 6 because it's missing the 3. And this is a 4, 5 cell. So purple actually can't take either of these 4 or 5 cells. Since it can't do that, these are just a clump on their own. Let's just reuse blue. Okay. That looks pretty good. So if purple extended down, we would definitely be a 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5. That seems perfectly reasonable. Oh, okay. So blue can't go up, right? If blue took this, that means it's a 3 cell with a 3 in it. Oh, could it be 2, 3, 4? I was going to say it can't be 1, 3, 5 because of this cell here. But could it be, could this be a 2, 4 pair? Yes, this would be the 2 because this 1, 2 pair. This would be the 2, this would be the 4. I think that works. So, okay, now I can't prove that that doesn't grow up. I don't think it can grow right, though. No, it can't, right? If this grows right, then this has to be a 1, 2, 6. So we'd have, but the problem is that we don't have 2 of 1, 2, 6 left. 2 of them are here. We don't have 2 left to put in this row. So this can't grow right. Not gonna. So this is a new clump, I suppose. I don't know if I want to give it a color yet. This cell needs to join a clump. It could be blue, I suppose. Well, okay, so if blue was 3 in size, and it doesn't have a 3, it would have to be 1, 2, 6. It kind of works, doesn't it, right? This would be the 6, and these would be a 1, 2 pair. It kind of works. Darn, okay. Kind of hoping it would. I've got a 6 up here somewhere. Can I put a 6? Yeah, I can put a 6 in there. I just proved I could. In fact, we know what these triples are. Let's do all these triples. We have 4, 5, 6 here. We've got a 1, 2 pair here. This will probably be helpful. Probably should have done this before. There's a 6 in one of these two. We know there's a 4, 5 pair down here somewhere. Interesting. Can I restrict this to just 4, 5? I can if it's 2 in size. All right, what else can we do here? This 3 grows left or down and grabs a 6. Right? So there's a 6 in one of these two cells. Okay, so do I want to think about all the various ways this purple can grow, maybe? I proved it can grow down, right? If it grows down, we're just a 1, 3, 5. Easy. If we grow right, now we have to be a 1, 2, 6. Purple doesn't have to grow at all, by the way. But if we want to be a 1, 2, 6, this would be a 1, and then we'd have a 2, 6. Oh, we can't have a 6. Right, because the 6 is next to the 3. Okay, so the purple's not growing right this way. It could, right. I have a corner marked 6 here, but that's owned by the 3. That 6 will be red, so I can't make it also purple. So this purple either is left alone and is a 4 or 5 pair, which breaks uniqueness, but that's probably not it, or it grows down. either way, this is only 1, 4, or 5. Wait, it's a. So if it's a 4 or 5 on its own, this is the 4, and that's the 5. If it grows down to the 3, then this needs to be a 1 or a 5. Okay, so we're down to 1, 4, or a 5 for that cell. Interesting. So I'm going to need a 2 in this box. Our 2's always in 2's are always in 3 clumps, and it's going to be and it's not going to be a 2, 3. Well, I guess it could be a 2, 3, 4 if we use one of the circles. How's this 3 going to work? Let's give it a color. How about this green? Because I'm looking at the pencil marks here. If I moved up into here, this would be a 4 or a 5, and then we'd have to grab a 1 or a 2 to go with it. Yeah. So, an easy way to think about this is 3 cell clumps must have a 1 or a 2 in them. Adding to 9 and 3 always takes a 1 or a 2. And a 2 or a 3, but we've got the 3 already. We're 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. So my question is, do I have to take one of these? But I don't see why I couldn't grow this way and be a 1, 5. Huh. And it seems reasonable. I wonder if so 2s. I think if this is a 2, we could even be part of a 2, 3, 4 green, though. I was going to say we need to join the blue, but I don't think so. I mean, this just definitely joins blue or green. It's not on its own. So if it joins green, it's gonna green would do exactly this. Okay, so let's think about that. So if this was green, right, I need to find a 4 or a 5, and I'm only going to find that here. So we'd end up with this. Otherwise, if this is blue, we end up with blue finished here. So actually, blue never expands here, because no matter what this ends up being, green or blue, obviously if this is blue, blue never expands at all. And if this is green, green needs to take this cell. In fact, does green just always take this cell? No, because green could do this. But blue never takes the cell. Because if green does this, then this has to join blue. Yeah, this is all making sense. To some extent. Does this border help me? Not really. The only way green doesn't take this is this exact pattern. I'm not sure if I can do anything with that. We don't even know. Well, I guess we do know that blue needs to grow, actually. Because if blue was done, we'd have no, yeah, we need a 6 in this column. Oh, okay. Well, this makes things easier. We need a 6 in this column, and it goes here. Okay. So, missing some basic Sudoku here. I need a 2 in the column, but it can be 2 places. But this 6, that means this is a 1 or a 2, because we have to be 3 in size now. So if we were 2 in size, we would be 6, 3, and we can't put a 3 in that cell. So we get a 1, 2 pair here. So this is a 5. This is 4 and 5. Nice. This blue needs to get another 1, 2, and the only place it's getting it from is right here. So this did end up being a vertical 1, 2, 6, which means that this is 5 and this is 4. That's 5 and 4. And somehow this deadly pattern was not deadly. The odd circle did it. Okay. That's what that odd circle is doing. Okay. So now this has to get out. Let's make it yellow. So it's not taking the 6. That would already add to 9. It wouldn't be 3 in size. So the 6 goes here and the 6 goes here. That makes this red. This one's done. Okay. This has to be a 1 or a 2, just by Sudoku. We can place this 6 as well. This has to be a 1 or 2 by Sudoku. In fact, by Sudoku, we have only 1 2s left. Okay. So now we just have to figure out how to clump all this together. 1 3 5 would work. 2 3 4 does not. I can't get a 4 in any of these cells, so I have to get the 5. So this one's done like this. And then this is a 1. And that resolves a lot of our 1 2s, if not all of them. Ooh, I broke the puzzle? What did I do? I have too many 1 2s in this box. So yes, that was the issue. I did not pencil it right. When did I do that? Okay, I think we're good here. I think I just missed 4. Oh, no. 4 goes here. Maybe I just mispenciled this one. That's what happened. So I think the rest of what I did was fine. Sorry, I backtracked too much, but we'll just do this logic again. So this needs to take the 5 still. It still can't get a 4. So that's good news. All right. So all of that's done. This is 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. These are not resolved. This 4 5 will resolve them. Oh, and that we can get it here. This is 4, that's 5, because this needs to add to 9. Now 5, it joins a 1, and that resolves these. This is 5 and 4, that's a 2. Oh, and I just finished. So let's finish our clumps, though. This is obviously a clump. This has to have a clump, and it's going to do that. Ended up with a lot of 3 clumps. This 2 clump has to be in a 3 clump. Yeah, so the only way to do that is this and then this. Pretty sure. And there's our clumpage. Nice, cool puzzle, Jaze. Probably the hardest step was noticing this hidden 6 in the column. Oops. It did have to do with my logic I did up here, though. My logic up here eliminated 6, I'm pretty sure. And then I didn't follow up on that and say that places the 6. So that lost me a bunch of time. But this was very fun. So thanks, Jaze. I hope you enjoyed this as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.